Hello again and welcome back to the Kid in the City. My name is John Tay and we are getting into another product review. We are reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance eyeshadow palette to create this nice kind of pop of color purple smoky look that I am obsessed with. So of course, if you want to get into the look, get my first impressions, the details of the product, stay tuned because we're going to jump right into it. Okay, so today we are going to be reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance eyeshadow palette. It is super pretty. Again, it's fall romance because the colors are very much giving fall. So you have some nice shimmers, you have some dark greens, some browns. I love that purple. You have like a little ash color here, a dark color there for a nice smoky look. Anastasia Beverly Hills, I always like their eyeshadow palettes. They're always super pigmented. They last forever. So when I went to Sephora the other day, I was super excited to see this because I need something. I was looking for like a burgundy purple palette anyway. I do have some of those shades in my Sephora Pro palette, but I just wanted something a little bit different and I feel like this palette was perfect for that. So we are going to get into a super easy, again, a super easy look. So I'm going to be using Divine, which is this really nice purple right here. I'm going to be using Mulberry, which is this nice brown, and then Crimson, which is this darker brown here. So those are going to be the three shades that I'm going to be using today. Again, we're not doing a lot with the eyeshadow. We're getting into very easy looks. So while I'm baking, I'm going to jump into this eyeshadow. I am going to use the new House Labs concealer that I have just for the base for the eyeshadow itself, but we are going to go ahead and jump right in. And then of course, once I have the look done at the end of this, I'll be doing a full review and like first thoughts and first impressions on this eyeshadow palette, how I feel about the product, and all that good stuff. But we're gonna jump right into the look. Let's get into it.
Oh, I sure did.
What he say?
He said, I hit the lottery twice last year. And she didn't say what number she hit off of, because she said, who's telling our business? But she was in the background. He was still in the bed, I guess. He said, I ain't tell nobody. She said, anybody tell her about Felicia? I said, no, Felicia did not tell me about you hitting the lottery. And somebody else did. I said, so I'm going to have to go back and correct them, because if they're telling people this, they need to make sure they tell them the right stuff.
This purple is perfection. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this purple is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this purple is beautiful. This purple is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to take the other part of this brush. It's a little fluffy. And I'm just going to blend out the outer part of that purple. I'm going to put just a little bit more color. Wow. That is gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Oh, that purple is pretty. Oh, let's just get into the shade. Beautiful. Okay, let me find. Now let's use you. Okay, so I'm going in with like, I don't know if you can see that. It's just a short, a little fluffy, but not too fluffy. And I'm just gonna go in with mulberry right now, this light brown, on the outer part of that purple, just to kind of blend that out. Just to add just a little dimension on top of that purple. And then I'm going to come right to the edge, like so. Just putting a little bit of that brown right there. And then I'm going to go in with another fluffy and just blend that out right into the like right underneath the brow. Again, just a super easy look. We're not doing a lot. Wow, this is really pretty. And then just fading it out. Ooh-wee. I do want to go back and add a little bit more of Divine. Just right at the top, like right into that brown, into the mulberry. Oh my gosh, this purple is just everything. I really think that's all I want to do. I am gonna add some color to the bottom lid, to my bottom lid. And I don't even think I need to go in with crimson because I don't want that brown to be too dark. I feel like this is just like the perfect amount of color, and it just blended out really, really nice into mulberry. Because, excuse me, mulberry was a little darker than I thought, so it actually blended out perfect. I actually don't need that crimson. Wow, that is really pretty. Okay, so basically now that we're done this side, we're just going to copy and paste and do the other lid. Okay, so that was the this is the eyeshadow look so far. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and then I'll be back for the bottom. I'll do the bottom, the lower lid, and then I'll be back with the final look for the full glam and my final thoughts, first impressions on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance eyeshadow palette. Okay, so now to finish out the eye look, on the bottom lid, I'm going to go in with mulberry, and I'm taking a flat, short brush just to apply to that lower lid. Like so. And then we're just going to again do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and I am going to take a smaller, super pointed brush just to get a little bit more of that mulberry. And I feel like using a smaller pointed brush is a lot easier to put the product exactly where you want it to be, just to be more precise. And I am just gonna put a little bit of that purple right there as well. Just bring it down like so. Like so. Okay, so I'm gonna go do my hair and then get myself together, and I will be back with the final look. Okay, so we are here with the final, I don't want to say final review because I know I'll probably use this again, but my first impressions on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance Eyeshadow Palette. Can we just get into the beauty that is this purple? This purple is a full, it is so beautiful. I originally went in just looking at the palette itself thinking that I was going to use 3 shades, but I only ended up using 2, and I feel like it was perfect, honestly, for like a nice kind of nude smoky purple. So I went in with Divine and Mulberry. Again, this is the Fall Romance palette. It is super pretty. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades all together. And again, it's Fall Romance, so it is giving you those neutrals, those deep tones, and then of course you have your pops of color and your shimmers that Anastasia Beverly Hills always gives you. The only thing I will say, let me wait for my camera focus. The only thing I will say, I was disappointed. Usually when you get an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, you get this nice little brush that comes with it. Unfortunately, this palette did not come with the brush, which was a little disappointing just because, you know, I've had Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes before, so I'm used to having the brush. So I don't know why they took that out. Maybe, I don't know why they took that out, but I did miss having the brush. Of course, they have the mirror up top. They have the pan. Let's see. It looks like it is 0.04 ounces in each square of product. But it's super pretty. Of course, Anastasia Beverly Hills always gives you the colors. They always give you the pigment. It's a very quality eyeshadow palette. I do believe this was like $52, maybe between $48 and $52. I'll link it in the description below with the accurate price point. But I love their palettes. I've used their palettes before. I'm always going to be a customer of Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know what I'm getting. I know it's going to be quality. I know it's going to be pigment. I know the texture is going to be good. The formula is going to be nice and smooth. And of course, this one was no different. That's really the only takeaway that I have, is that I wanted that brush just because selfishly I like to have the brush. I have like 3 of them already, and I use for applying other eyeshadows. But again, the colors are just so pretty. So I went in with Divine and Mulberry. I really like this green. I know I'm probably going to use that again. I'm sorry, this is Mulberry right here. This is Crimson. I didn't go in with crimson. I did mulberry and divine. But again, this is a nice brown, and I really like this little shimmer color. It has a little black, a little purple in there. And then I'm obsessed. I don't know if you can see it, but this right here, Moonlight, is a very nice lavender shimmer. Y'all know me, I love lavender, I love the purples, so I know I'll be using that as well. But again, overall, I love this eyeshadow palette. This purple is insanity. I feel like you can use it. I use it on the top lid and a little on the bottom to kind of just blend with the mulberry on the bottom lid. But I can definitely see myself putting this as a pop of color at the bottom and having a more neutral lid, a pop of color on the inside, and then nothing else on the lid. I don't know. I feel like this is a very versatile palette, and I know I'll be using it going forward. So I was very excited to get my hands on this. I love, 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 love. And again, just the purple. This purple is so pretty. The more I look at it, the more I really like it. It definitely gives like not a full iridescent kind of effect, but it's just bright. It's just pigment. It's just all the things that you want. I'm obsessed. I think it looks so good, of course, with my skin tone. It's really just all the things that you could want. So it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 for me. Absolutely love this. Again, the Fall Romance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. She's a keeper, honey. She's a keeper. Okay, so that is it for my first impression and review of the Fall Romance palette. Love, love, love. Definitely, if you find it in Sephora, I would absolutely get my hands on it if you do find it. Again, I'll link everything and all the details in the description below. But there we have it, another review in the books. Thank you so, so much for tuning in. Do not forget to follow me on all socials at The Kid in the City. I thank you so much for your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with the kid. And for that, I thank you. Until next time, bye.